Hi there, Sagittarius. So I'm going to be doing your reading right now, and I'd like to make a note that I do offer personal readings. So if you're interested, please check out the description box below. If you do plan on subscribing, please make sure to hit the notification button. That way you'll get notified whenever I post my videos. And if this reading resonates, please make sure to hit the like button. So I'm going to be doing past, present, and future, and I'm going to be pulling out oracle cards at the end. Okay, Sagittarius? So let's get started. Can I get the past energy for Sagittarius, please? The past energy for Sagittarius. So it's the most recent past, but you could be going through it now, so just take it as is. Sagittarius. The past energy for Sagittarius. 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 Past energy for Sagittarius. The Sun in reverse. The Four of Wands, okay. The Hierophant in reverse. And the present energy, the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Judgment, and the future energy for Sagittarius. The Ace of Cups in reverse, the Six of Pentacles, the Hangman in reverse, and the overall energy for the reading. The Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like there is someone that's not really rushing in passionately, okay, or impulsively. So when I clarify, I'll gain more insight as to why the Knight of Wands is showing up in reverse, even though there's something unresolved within this connection. So when I look at the past, I feel like there is someone that's unhappy that things didn't take a turn for the positive, and you could have been dealing with a very special connection with the Four of Wands, but there is a disconnect with the Hierophant card in reverse. So when I look at the present energy, I feel like there is something unresolved or unfinished within this dynamic, but someone could feel like they've been left out in the cold. So it could very well be you, or someone could have a fear of being left out in the cold, but when I clarify, I'll gain more insight. But with Judgment, it's like someone having to make a profound choice. And Judgment also talks about like a fated encounter. I feel like there is someone that's wanting there to be balance, where there's like an equal give and take in energy, but like it's someone having to be open from their heart space. So the Ace of Cups is showing up in reverse. And there could very well be a lack of clarity when it comes to this connection. So when I clarify, I'll gain more insight. So let me clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe this is you wanting there to be balance, but there's that lack of clarity, or there's just something's not panning out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So let me clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse for the overall energy. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the Knight of Wands in reverse. And there you go, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't see someone moving forward or making that offer. And I feel like there is someone that's having to make a choice, or maybe they did make a choice, but let's see. So there is someone that made a choice to focus on themselves with the Nine of Cups. That could very well be you, especially if this person is not making that offer or moving forward within this connection. Let's see, because I don't feel like there's things, oh, sorry about that. The Moon is showing up in reverse. I got tongue-tied for whatever reason. I feel like things are not quite hidden in the dark though. So it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection with the Four of Wands showing up twice. So there is clarity regarding one's feelings, but it's like somebody focusing on themselves. And that could very well be you, even though you are dealing with a very special... It could have been a commitment, doesn't necessarily have to be. But let me clarify. There you go. The Sun is showing up in reverse. With the Chariot in reverse. And the Hierophant card in reverse twice. There's a lot of repetitive numbers. So with the Chariot in reverse, this is someone that's having to make a choice and move forward with determination, but there could be indecision. And that's why I see a disconnect. And there may not even be communication with the Eight of Wands in reverse, or things didn't move as quickly as you would like. So whenever I see the Chariot or the Eight of Wands, this is usually talking about like fast movement, but it's all showing up in reverse. So let me clarify the Four of Wands. There you go. The Empress card is showing up in reverse. Someone could have had feelings of uncertainty or insecurities. And that's why there was indecision with the Three of Wands in reverse. But I don't see an ending, though, with death. Someone did have uncertainty or insecurities. It could have been you or the person that you were dealing with. Well, let me clarify the hair. And there you go. The Ten of Cups is showing up in reverse. I feel like there is someone that's feeling quite unhappy that things didn't work out, but they're not expressing it. And there could have been like a lack of expression with the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that had to get out of their headspace, possibly, in order to express how they felt. Because I don't really see an ending, but at the same time, I don't see progress. Even though someone does have clarity regarding their feelings. So it's like the Four of Wands showing up twice. So let me clarify the Five of Pentacles. I see somebody wanting to express how they feel, though, with the King of Cups in reverse. And they're reflecting and thinking about you. Someone does feel like they've been left out in the cold, though. The Sun. I still see somebody wanting there to be positive changes, wanting to express how they feel, reflecting with the Seven of Pentacles. Let me clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse. Maybe they see you going through positive changes as well as they reflect, but let's see. Let me clarify the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like there is clarity, though. But I see somebody being confused about whether to take action, even though there is something unresolved or unfinished within this dynamic. But I don't see someone rushing in impulsively. So there is someone that's trying to remain patient with temperance. This could very well be you or the person that you're dealing with. Trying to remain patient, maybe not trying to rush in impulsively. This could even be talking about like healing, being patient, balance. So let me clarify Judgment. Clarifying Judgment. So this couldn't be you like focusing on yourself, trying to remain patient. So the Three of Cups is showing up in reverse. There is someone that's weighing their options, trying to figure out what to do. I don't see a reconciliation. Even though I see that potential for a brand new beginning in love, though, with the Ace of Cups. So someone's having to make that choice, it seems, towards this brand new beginning. Maybe someone's having to be open from their heart space, but let me clarify the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Six of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. Maybe this is you moving forward. Because there's like a lack of clarity. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you could be very self-focused, focused on your independence, taking great care of yourself. Maybe this is you wanting to move forward away from conflict. Because there's like a lack of clarity regarding the situation. Let's see. The Seven of Wands. The Queen of Swords. I see resistance. There's someone that's wanting there to be balance, but there could be a sense of heaviness, or someone could be feeling overwhelmed. Maybe this is you wanting there to be balance, but there's resistance. So you're trying to be logical and practical, possibly. Could very well be wanting the truth, but let me clarify the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. someone has fears regarding taking that leap of faith. Maybe there's like a lack of clarity or enlightenment when it comes to this situation. Yeah, that's really talking about a lack of clarity. That's why there's disappointment. So that could even be you feeling disappointed. Oh, so you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So you're someone that's very loving, very nurturing, very dependable. Again, you could be very self-focused with the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. There's disappointment. And that's why I see a disconnect with the Two of Cups in reverse. So let me get further insight from the Intimate Tarot for Sagittarius. Like, this is someone that's having to make that choice. And there is that potential for a brand new beginning. But there's indecision. Sagittarius. 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 There's someone that's trying to gain insight into the way you feel towards them with the Four of Swords, and they could be feeling cautious. Someone could even be feeling the loss of this connection, or they're reflecting on the past. It's like they're wanting to work things out. They're wanting to move forward away from conflict. They're seeing you as a Queen of Wands. You're very charming, attractive, charismatic, and confident. Because I see somebody having a lot of passion towards you. So there is that potential for a brand new beginning with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I see the potential for like wish fulfillment, abundance. You could even be focused on your... There's someone that's waiting though with the Three of Wands. There is that Ace of Cups. So there is that potential. It's like somebody having to make that choice. Because it's like the Ace of Cups showing up twice and the Ace of Wands. Let me get one more card. So the Lovers. So it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection. So let me get messages from the Oracle deck for Sagittarius, please. Oh, that card's... Where is that card? There we go. Here we go. So let's see. These two cards. Okay. So card number 25, which is 7. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So 25 is 7. Card number 27, which is 9. Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection, or there's that potential for that, right? With the Ace of Cups showing up twice and the Ace of Wands. And card number 8. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Okay? And that card popped out again. Popped out for Taurus. But look at that. 1 second. Okay. So card number 15, which is 6. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. So card number 15, which is 6. Card number 30, which is 3. A partnership for the new age. It is time to welcome it. So I see that potential for something new. And card number 23, which is 5. Release your inner rebel. Be yourself and create your own universe. Okay? So this could very well be you focusing on yourself, and I see that potential for something new. All right, Sagittarius, so that's my reading for you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.